Welcome back to my unnamed series where I, a fairly new Minecraft player, go back and play through all of the Minecraft major release versions. Seriously, this series has like 7 names in my phone, and I have never given it an official name. Send help! Anyways, today we've made it to Minecraft 1.11, the Exploration Update. This update brought us evokers, vindicators, and llamas, as well as a couple of revolutionary blocks, the observer and shulker box. And of course, with the pillager mobs, we got this Woodland Mansion. You see where this is going? Yeah, we're gonna fight a Woodland Mansion. Chapter 1. I didn't expect that to be there. All right, Brave New World. Now ooh, there we go. Now, I've done this once before in my early days on the Vervains Arcadia server. I needed a laze, so fighting a Woodland Mansion was obviously the reasonable way to get that. But that time I had an experienced friend and better gear, and today, well, I'm impatient and I'm probably going to just rush in there pretty quickly. So let's get some gear and see how quickly we can take on this mansion. I'll be honest, I don't remember actually looking at the seed, I don't remember what it looked like, so I was thinking that it was going to be a little bit farther away from the spawn, but we will take this. Because we needed a Woodland Mansion, today I've picked this seed, so there's one close by, and I will put the seed in the description. I wonder if we should make ourselves a whole little house situation, just because we're gonna need things like food. Now, I had to go back and check this because I was like, surely not, but we don't have pillagers yet. So we actually got evokers and vindicators before pillagers, which is really funny to me. It doesn't send it in the chat anymore. It just says it above our hotbar. You can only sleep at night. Oh, that's amazing. I was getting so tired of chat being filled up with that. It's interesting because I think that nowadays this type of biome, this like extreme hills type of biome, would be exactly the place you would go to find exposed iron. But I am pretty sure that the like generation table for iron ore is like a lot lower in the world. Interesting difference in like that early gameplay. I do want to get some iron, which is one of the reasons I want to settle down. I want to just like go mine a little bit, have a really chill little time here before before things get crazy. I think this little spot in front of the river is just absolutely lovely. We'll just get ourselves set up right here. We've put down the furnace and the crafting table and the bed. That's how you know it's serious. Do we have concrete yet? No, we do not. I thought we did. No, we didn't. Ah, dang it. It's gonna make a cute little concrete front of our house. It's fine. It's fine. Do we have walls yet? I don't think we have walls yet. Nope. Okay, cool. Great. We don't have the polished versions. Oh, we do have the polished versions. Well, I will be using the polished versions. Cool. You can tell that it's been a bit since I played these older versions because I can't quite remember what we do and don't have yet. Now that we've got at least a little bit of a house, I suppose we can start, like, mining down. And, well, going mining seems like a great time to read out your guys' comments from the last video. In the comments on the last video, CD47Art said, I do think that after 1.9 and with the slower and comparatively smaller updates of 1.10 to 1.12 is where the shift starts to happen about the feel of the game to the then huge 1.13 and 1.14 updates that fully set that in stone. It's probably because those two updates changed a lot of big mechanics and the texture update overhauling how a lot of things look, complemented with the fact that they were bigger updates compared to the previous ones, that I heard received a lot of complaints about their content, so the contrast probably also pushed this new perspective. That and other happenings brought the Minecraft renaissance in 2018. But yeah, 1.10 to like 1.12 feel weirdly liminal since they're not fully like the old pre-end update game, but not a yet more modern version of the game. And Ixie said, well, 1.10 is surely an interesting update because, well, it added nothing. Okay, I may be a bit harsh, but I remember looking at a list as a kid and being like, that's it? In addition, the only thing that actually interested me in this update, the fossils, were and still are ungodly rare. I dug up giant holes in a swamp biome and never found a single one. I remember that this was one of the first times I was legitimately disappointed in Minecraft. Polar bears were useless, mobs were simple reskins, the new blocks were irrelevant, and I couldn't do archaeology. Nowadays, I definitely see the point in some of these additions, but lots of them have been left behind, polar bears especially. I'm really interested to see kind of how these next couple of videos going from 1.12 into 1.13 and 14 go. So let me know your thoughts on kind of that transition, and of course, let me know if you've ever tried a Woodland Mansion before. Now we'll get back to the action. Chapter 2. This thing is huge. Alright, well, I have done a ridiculous amount of mining, actually, and as you can hear, I have also grown up some food for us, so let's look at what we've got. I even found some diamonds, and we have more iron than we'll probably ever need in this world. We don't have quite as much food as I would like, but we have a good amount of cooked mutton. I totally didn't have a creeper explosion in the sheep pen, not at all. The creepers really like me in this world, is what I'm discovering. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, doop. There we go. All right, make children. Yeah, so I will probably leave a good half of it here at first. But we can make ourselves all the gear we need at this point. So I'm thinking diamond chestplate for sure, and diamond sword for sure will help immensely. And we should also make a couple of shields. I don't use shields very often, but I have been convinced by a few people that, you know, they're a pretty decent thing. So with that, I suppose we might as well set ourselves out and go take on this mansion. I'm not nervous, are you? Okay, here we are. You know, I should bring lights with me. I should do that. Now, in this version of the game, I don't even know why one would go fight a mansion, because you don't actually get all that much from them. Even in, like, current Minecraft, the only reason to go there is allays and the armor trim. We'll take a stack of torches. That should help us out. Now we feel a tiny bit more prepared. And, hey, maybe we'll pick up a totem and feel extra super duper prepared. I'm gonna place a block there. I hear the guy. I want to see what's in the chest. For funsies, you know? Okay, well, we are going to clear this mansion before we take things out of chests because we know that I will be dying in here. Is he upstairs? Is that where I'm hearing him? Okay, we poke our head around the corner. Whew. These are definitely not the world's brightest. Ooh, pumpkin and melon farms? Very cool. I see a guy. Ooh, I'm left clicking. Okay. Why wasn't my left click working? Or right click for the shield? That wasn't working. That was not great. I'm worried about getting to evokers. That's what I'm worried about. Is that a witch sound? I feel like that's a witch sound. interesting that they seem to be showcasing different ways of growing things. I'm going to put a torch there as well. We're just gonna light this baby up. I hear things. I don't really see anything worth going in there for, though, and I definitely don't want to deal with the creeper. I hear the child. I don't like that I hear a child. They're not dropping emeralds, which is interesting. Was that not a drop until later? Ah! Ah! Whew, there's an emerald. Or is that the evoker sound? The sound. I don't know. I have used so many torches already. This is ridiculous. Ah, there's multiple of them in here. Okay, cool. Great. That's lovely. Ah! Why is the world de-rendering? That's not good. Oh, there's the small child. This is my death right here. This is what kills me. I'm impressed with myself. I hate how many bad things I can hear. Okay. Well, that's one hallway cleared, yeah? That counts, right? We've done fantastic so far. No actual death. Okay, who puts self-portraits of themselves in their house, though? What does one have in this room? What is this? Odd is what it is. There's rails up there. That's interesting. I don't know what it is, but it's a thing, apparently. I haven't run into an evoker yet, and that actually does worry me just a little bit. I have gotten a lot better at fighting creepers, I will say, doing this series. So much better, actually. All right! This hasn't been as bad as I was expecting so far, actually. Because I know, like, also older Minecraft has the reputation of being harder than, you know, current Minecraft. So I was especially, you know, prepared for just sadness. But I can hear lots of guys upstairs, so there's definitely a guy in the room 2. There's not a room there. Okay. That's just another level, isn't it? Okay. Well, we will check that out later then. Oh. That's just a vindicator. Cool. There's the evoker. Okay. Let's do this. There, he's dead. He's dealt with. He's taken care of. I hate these guys. I hate them so much. I cannot hit them. Also, I had forgotten what old Vex looked like. It is rather an entertaining look. All right, we're going to heal up. Ah! They went, I see. I see that your shield is down. There we go. Okay, I think that's our Vex. That could have gone a lot worse. We got a totem out of that. Okay. We will replace the junk on our hotbar with that for sure. Okay, the shield is carrying us, though. That's for sure. Oh, no, 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 no. All right. This could get bad. I wish that Vindicator could spot me. I guess the next step is to go take this guy out. Ah! Where? Ah! Ah! Okay. That was all of them. I did pick up the totem too. Okay. We're actually getting a little low on food. I am starting to worry about that. We might have to just head ourselves back. Also, is there a guy outside? Is that what I'm hearing? Because there's nobody above us. I might actually have to go back, and I was very much expecting to die. I might actually have to go back and get, like, more lights and more... Oh, it's a zombie, of course it is. My render distance might actually be enough that my sheep are growing up. You know what? I'm also gonna put the extra iron helmet in my inventory. Because this one is about half broken, which isn't terrible, but like, you know. All right, I still hear that guy. I don't know where the heck he is. He must be outside. But like, if you're outside, you're clear, buddy. You're not in here anymore. You're not my problem. Why are there so many of them in there? Oh, hello, buddy. Hi, this is perfect. Fancy meeting you here. Ha! Oh, and there's a zombie villager. Let's deal with you next. I thought I maybe heard you somewhere. Oh, there's two of them. Are they supposed to be in here? Like, are you supposed to, like, go heal these guys in here or something? Oh my god. Oh dear god. That is too many things. Alright, we just go right in and... smack them all! Smack them all! Okay, okay. We leave very far away. Oh! Okay, we did it. Ah! What the heck is this? I hear another evoker. Oh dear. I'm glad that they have normal amounts of health. They're like a difficult mob, but they're not like a boss mob. Everybody else must be up on that final floor then, other than this Vindicator here, which we can deal with. We can deal with a Vindicator. That's not a biggie. Ow! If I can hit him. I suppose we make our way upstairs now. Whew! I'm a little worried about how dark it is, and I'm also worried about this trench in the floor. So we're gonna fill this in. Because otherwise I will end up in there, and that will be what gets me at the end of the day. Okay, that looks like a long room, so we will deal with that in a moment. Let's get this guy. Alright, that definitely spawned other guys in. Oh my gosh, I hate zombies. I specifically hate zombie reinforcements. Oh, it sounds like they were maybe mostly on the roof. Yeah, that's exactly where they were. Okay, well that works out for me and not for you. Cool, amazing, perfect, love that. Those zombies are gonna stress me out. Okay. Woo! Let's back off just a little bit. Hee-hee! Whoa, that's an evoker. That's where he is. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, let's deal with these guys first then. One Vindicator at a time, if we can. Anybody? Any takers? Heck, the skeleton's gonna aggro on me. Yep. Come on. There's so many of them up here. What's that about then? Alright, there's a creeper. Oh, there's another evoker in there. Okay. Well, I think it's about time to deal with this one then. Where is he? There he is. I didn't know they move. And I hit my F5 button. That wasn't great. Oh my gosh, they're still tracking me? That's actually impressive. Well, that's their downfall, I suppose. I do think I should switch out my shields before I go in for this next large set of them. Yep, I saw you. You tried. There's a Vindicator, a Creeper, and an Evoker in that room, and I do not like that. Okay, let's get this Creeper. Oh no, that's not good. Why is this guy walking around? They don't walk around anymore. They just kind of sit there until they see you. Well, here goes then, I suppose. Ah! 4, and we leave. We leave. We leave. That was another Vindicator. I am really glad that I went with the shield. I saw you. I honestly didn't realize how big and complicated these things are. Oh, and of course it's raining. It's gonna start thunderstorming and burn this thing down. That's what's gonna happen. Okay, there's a guy there. Cool. Have we dealt with all of the guys in here? I think we have. Oh my gosh. Guys, I think we're actually coming to the end of this mansion. And I will be waiting for the sun to come back because... yeah, final acts of cowardice and all of that. But we can loot it a little bit. For funsies. Okay, last guy, I think. He's gonna get me. He's gonna be the one who does it. Okay. Well. Maybe that was a little... I love all the little beds. Oh my gosh, I just realized that that's what these are. That's really cute, actually. I love that. It's adorable. Okay. Okay, I think we have successfully defeated the mansion without even dying. And listen, I know, I'm sure some of you were like, oh, she's just gonna like, gear up to the teeth, which like fair, I have. And then like climb up a stack of blocks or, and shoot them or something. I did not do that. I actually legitimately with my sword and my shield took over the mansion. Those of you who use shields, I think you might be onto something. Look at all those totems. Sheesh, I didn't even realize we took out that many guys. Jeez, all right. I'm very proud of us. I'm very proud of myself, I should say. I should say that. Should acknowledge when I do well compared to my usual. There's still that guy who must be outside. I only saw like 1 or 2 chests in the entire place. Also, I hear a guy. These are cool. They don't have much in them. I guess the totems are definitely a good piece of loot that you would have just gotten from a mansion at that point. It's kind of funny because I think the room that we broke into is the one room that actually has any loot in it. It's a very, like, lore-wise, I'm curious what these are. But let's take all these yummy pieces of treasure. There aren't any other rooms that have kind of that situation in them, are there? Like, I guess this one might, because it is the same type of room. Oh, gosh, there you are. Hi, buddy. Oh, okay. A 13, of course. And beet seeds? Beet seeds, okay. Very cool. I'm glad that I went with diamond armor. I'm glad I did that because I would have died many times over in here. These things are huge, by the way. I didn't realize how huge they were and just like how many rooms there are. I feel like this room could use another light. It would be super fun, actually, to like, I love that there's just this dining room. It would actually be super fun to move into one of these. I know I've seen people do like rebuilding a mansion type bases. And that would definitely be a fun thing to do. Like, you've got a lot of room to work with in here. A lot of cool ways of making it over. All right, well, I think that we have found the 2 chests in this mansion. And this one, I didn't see... I don't know if this room exists yet for mansions, but the room with the diamonds, I didn't see, like, that one in here. I feel like this version of mansions is very much high risk, low reward. But if this is your only way to get totems, that's a pretty decent reward. You would have to be very careful with your use of totems, though. So tell me, this is my question of the day to you, as I hope that the sun comes out. Especially if you played survival back in this era of Minecraft, like, how did you choose when to use totems? Because, like, that's kind of something I'm facing again, too, with the, like, reduction in raid farms. And, like, it's not something that's impossible to get, or, like, you have to go raid a mansion to get. It's not that scarce. But, like, I'm thinking about, like, okay, some of you may have seen my stream, which I am recording this on the same day as that stream, where I put a warden in my ancient city, just as decoration, you know, just for funsies. But, like, I blew through a shulker box of totems to get this guy, like, situated and in his little glass cage, you know. What do you think about when managing your totem economy? Okay, this rain is a little ridiculous. We might just leave. Like, I just defeated an entire mansion. A couple of zombies can't do that much harm, right? I kind of want to come back to this world and, like, build in a mansion. That does sound fun. I kind of think it's funny to leave that one guy sitting there, actually. I think it's funnier that way. Plus, I don't want to hang around the Dark Oak Forest. That is a factor in this decision, and I can acknowledge that. All right, well, I feel like I should at least have this totem just, like, in my offhand now. Oh, I even got a lure. Okay. Okay. We gotta finish off with some fishing. This has been a very fun episode, and I feel so brave. I'm, like, so proud of myself. Do tell me more about this totem economy, because I want to know. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you had as much fun with this one as I did. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye! Was that a new kind of fish? Oh my gosh. That's 4 kinds of fish in my inventory? When did salmon get added? This is just fish and this is salmon. The heck? How did I miss that?